Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers, episode 99. This is a podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games. And of course, I am a host with the most, got the best theme song that I'm going to play, Efocutioner. Oh yeah. Hey. Nah, but seriously though, I be playing this like a lot. And it's all mine. Well, no, it's from Breath of Fire 3. I haven't even played that game. I actually listened to this on rpggamers.net. Of course, I talked about this on episode 95. So, and 94. And 96. 97, 98. No, not 98. 97. But, anyways though, welcome to episode 99. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week and weekend. I know there's been quite a few interesting gaming news and stuff like that. A lot of huge anticipations and things in the month of March, but I'm really just going to mostly be talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, because there's some things that I played and I was like, and then there's some things that people are talking about that are just like, But before I go into that topic, I want to give like two quick, semi-quick things to discuss. The first is motherfucking Streets of Rage 4 co-op. I don't know if people birthed by sleep on this thing. I don't know if they was like Ventus and they just knocked the fuck out. But GameSpot uploaded 11 motherfucking minutes. And I was like, holy crap, man. Like, breaking news! This game is a day one buy for me, good sir. I am definitely buying Streets of Rage 4. Day one, second one. Holy crap, the 4-player co-op is like fucking amazing. Granted, Adam still looks cool. I'm feeling Floyd. Cherry's looking nice. Like, you know, when I buy this game, I definitely want to do an Adam play. Then I want to do Cherry. Then I want to do Floyd. Then I want to put Axel on the treadmill. But besides that, I was just like, bruh, I am 1000% interested in playing this damn game. But there's like a few moments I want to talk about. At 6 minutes and 38 seconds into the Streets of Rage 4 co-op gameplay, that's on GameSpot, the GameSpot video on YouTube. I'll put the link in the show notes. But you run into this motherfucker, right? And guess who he reminds me of, bruh? Guess who this like you just run into? Dylan, bruh. Dylan from Streets of Rage 4 co-op. This motherfucker reminds me of Orange Cassidy. When he gets hit, when he gets knocked down, his hands are in his pockets. It's like, fam, you know he's finna do some cool, stellar shit. But it's just like, bruh. He's just like, man, he ain't even really worth me going all out in this bitch, man. He got that Orange Cassidy vibe. For those that don't know who Orange Cassidy is, he's a wrestler from AEW. I've been feeling, like, no pause on that. But I've been really liking his character. I respect it. I've been getting into my AEW bag as of recently, and I'm just like, yo, Orange Cassidy just might be my low-key favorite. Haven't decided yet, but when I saw him, I was like, yo, Dylan has that vibe. Holy crap. Like, yo, even the villains are hype. Like, have you seen Diva, bro? Like, even Diva's bad. I'm like, do I even really want to fight this woman? I'm like, man, I think I might ask her out. You know what I'm saying? I might want to, I might want to take her back to my place and, you know what I'm saying, play the sexy music. Then, you know what I'm saying, slowly start taking off my clothes and be like, hey, baby girl, me and you should get a little bit closer. I want to do some fisticuffs in the bed now. Oh, me and you, baby girl. But yeah, man, that Streets of Rage 4 looks fucking sick. Although right now, all I know is it's 2020. I have not seen any official release date, but damn, bruh, I cannot wait. This is day one, day minute, day second buy for me, and I'm gonna try. No, I'm not even fucking trying. I'm gonna get Gamer Composer to fucking play this game. I don't care if I have to buy the PlayStation Network card for this guy. He gonna play this shit with me. We co-oping this bitch, man. Me, him. I'm gonna try and get Laura Brioche on this. I don't know. We gonna have to take Laura Brioche and put her with Gamer Composer, and be me and her, me, him, her, and then I'm gonna try and get like Ted the pop in this motherfucker too. We're gonna do that 4-player, maybe Nintendo Doc. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try and get some people. We're gonna get some more people on this motherfucker. I want to do some 4-player co-op with this Streets of Rage 4. I ain't playing around. Efo wants some motherfucking Streets of Rage 4 co-op, alright? We gonna Streets of Rage 4 it, alright?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Streets of Rage 4. We co-oping that. And last but not least, I want to play this real fast. Yo, man, this coronavirus has been shutting down everything. Wow. It is dead ass been shutting down everything. I don't even... Why? Look, I understand that the media and the news has really gotten people overreacted to this virus. But can we all remember, it's not that big a deal. If you are sick, just wear the facial mask if you have to go out. Because I know some of y'all have to go out. I mean, most of y'all might work those little retail jobs. I used to do a retail job myself. I used to do the food place job myself. Trust me, I know you can't miss a day or you miss out on that money. And the bosses in the company don't give 2 fucks about your excuses. Trust me, I've been there. I've had a twisted ankle and still had to work because I knew was looking on that, oh, I'm trying to fire this motherfucker type thing. I feel you. But just wear them cough masks. Get some hand sanitizer. Make sure there's alcohol in it. Get the wipes. I mean, by now people have finally realized buying a bunch of shit ton of hand sanitizer isn't going to protect you if you don't wash. And here's the most important motherfucking thing. This is the thing that really gets me into my anger bag. Like, yo, let me play the motherfucking music. Can you just wash your motherfucking hands? Damn, is that so fucking difficult? Hands, wash, soap, water. Simple as fuck. I'm telling you, this virus wouldn't even be spreading around so fast if motherfuckers just wash their hands. That's it. Wash your hands. Keep your hands from your face. If you're sick, wear the mask. If you're sick and coughing, cover your fucking mouth. Damn. How hard is that? This virus is not that big of a deal. This is shit people should be doing anyways. Damn, just wash your hands. It's the number one thing. I cannot believe that people don't wash their hands. Yes, I've seen it too. It's fucking crazy to me that is something so simple. If you're going to the bathroom, taking a piss or a shit, it don't fucking matter. Wash your hands. And the media needs to calm the fuck down. Damn. Got fucking GDC canceled for nothing. But C2E2 was cool. I ain't go, but, you know. Alright. Let's get into this Final Fantasy VII. So, yeah! Final Fantasy VII Remake! Alright, man. So let me go straight into my gameplay experience. It was alright, man. It was alright. It was cool. So the UI really is gonna take some. Like the UI really blends into the background. So like looking at your health is just like it's a challenge. It's not a challenge, but it's just like when you get into combat, you don't notice that shit. You don't notice if your health is up or down. Like, you know, I'm gonna take the example from like Drakengard and Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know, man. Like for those that have not played, you know, Drakengard like 3, like so the gameplay on that, and I just want to showcase this. Like I wish I could showcase it, but like the gameplay when you play, your health is like on the top left. Kingdom Hearts, your health is like at the bottom, like right and shit like that. No, the bottom left. No, bottom right. What am I thinking? But the whole point is just like you could see it. It's like green. You get to see a green health bar. But the whole point is like you get a bar to look at. The UI is numbers, bruh. Numbers. Who's looking at fucking numbers when they doing all this other shit? You couldn't have changed that to something else? What the fuck? I definitely could not pay attention to that shit. Must be crazy. I ain't got time for all that. Fucking trying to fight and do all this extra shit. And motherfuckers are talking about like, do you know it's... Look, man, that UI is fucked up. It is for me. The combat system, it's alright. I got, so at the beginning, I definitely got a little confused controller-wise, because I was used to Kingdom Hearts controls, because I've mostly been playing Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's on me. But, I mean, it started to get a little bit more adjustable. You know, being able to switch between characters is nice. I really have to get used to the command system, basically setting a command and switching to someone else and letting the AI execute that command. Then, you know, like the back and forth system between that. Like, if you could sandwich an opponent, man, that is like, yo, sandwiching an opponent. This game was like BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. If you could sandwich your opponent, the mix-up is strong as fuck. And you get the stagger, and it's easy as hell. By the way, staggers are in this game. Not too bad. 10-2. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say nothing else. But that everybody wants to include staggers. Damn, man. It's like 10-2 and 13, baby. 10-2 and 13. I'm going to get into my discussion on 13 in a bit. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Enemies weren't too hard. I kind of thought it was dumb as hell. Why the fuck am I dodging lasers? That's actually one of the main things I was pissed off about. Why am I dodging lasers? Oh, you gotta slowly move within the laser. You gotta wait for the perfect time before you can run through the laser. Bitch, I am trying to get and destroy this reactor. Why is there an obstacle that does not need to be there? What? This is a dumbass obstacle. Why were those lasers not put everywhere below this reactor? Why is it in that small stretch of hallway that these lasers just go on and off, on and off, on and off? Hey, I got a brilliant fucking idea if you're going to put lasers there. Why not just have them constantly on? You see the logic there? That is what I call a waste of movement or options. You know what you could have put with those lasers instead of being their lasers? You could have put a fucking enemy there. That'd have been so much fucking simpler. Bam! Like, seriously, when it was like, you gotta wait for the perfect time for the lasers, I literally was like, what? Fuck. Lasers. You gotta wait to move through the lasers. Bitch. I just took down a big ass fucking robot with 2 machine guns for hands. And I gotta go through a fucking laser grid? What is this, Mission Impossible? The fuck? Let's see. The enemies weren't too bad. You know, Cloud can jump, or at least I tried the jump button. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. I didn't know what the jump button was. I didn't really try too much. Hopefully, if there's one thing I would like to say, I'll replay the demo. I'm gonna see if I can change the controls, and I'm gonna see if I can jump with Cloud. Those are the 2 things I'm really gonna try out. The boss battle was okay. Like, once I realized I could just sandwich the boss, it wasn't even really that hard. And then I just started getting used to, you know, having Cloud go banana ape shit in the front and just have Barrett in the distance shooting lightning. I pretty much used the cover for a bit, just having Cloud just fight. And at one point, I just had one of the cover. So, of course, there's this time where I forgot what it is, like a scorpion tank, but he pretty much fires his laser. But luckily, unlike in the Final Fantasy VII, it doesn't attack both. He just goes one or the other. So I would have Cloud just be the big ass me shield, and I just had Barrett casting thunder. And you could, if you really knew, you could just search around and easily collect the potions and ethers. I think I had 5 ethers, and I just let Barrett just go ham. And then when he ran out of ethers, I just, switched over to, I just went back and forth. So it was Barrett cast thunder. Cloud, I'll just switch to Cloud and attack for a bit. Then I'll have Cloud do, one of his little special attacks, like the thrust or something. Then I'll switch over to Barrett. Barrett's got thunder again. Barrett casts his thunder. Cloud continues to be the me shield. If Cloud's health kind of got super low, I was switch over to Barrett. Health. Bada bing, bada boom. I didn't even really go after the core. I just kept just doing that simple ass gameplay, and I played on normal. I just did that simple strategy, and I won. So it was just like, yeah, I beat it. Woo! It was alright. I'm really curious though on the gameplay, but the boss battle wasn't that big of a deal for me, at least. But at the same time, I would like to say though, I really did. So there's the slow motion thing that you do when you press X. If you actually time that right, you can actually use the slow motion to your advantage to just dodge opponents or be able to block at a certain time when you're like, oh shit, did I press a button? Did I fuck up? And you're just like, boop. Block. And then of course, you already know not to really mash with square. But it's kind of the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know, I kind of got that critical mode in me where it's just like, yo, I still want to block, so I don't want to just mash X. Because there'll be that one time where it's just like, yo, the enemy might get out of that and he'll do like some super huge revenge attack. And I was like, you ain't getting me, motherfucker. I was like, nope, you ain't getting my ass. So I was like, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. But yeah, overall, that was not bad, but I don't know, I guess I was expecting something else. Something a little bit more. So I'm still looking forward to the game. And I want to put that out there. I'm still looking forward to buying this game. I just don't think I'm going to buy it right away. I think this might be a few months wait. But I do want to talk about like one of the writers from Kotaku. I would mention a guy's name, but you could fucking Google him. One of the writers from Kotaku kind of mentioned the same thing. He had trouble with the UI, and he kind of felt like everything was thrust at him, the controls and everything. And I'm not going to lie, some of the like a lot of the controls were kind of thrust in, or they were just like put in at points where it was just like, come on, man. Like, you got to have a better integration system if we're going to be doing this shit. Come on, Square, you could have did better with that. Deadass could have did better with that. But I 100% agree with him with that UI. Because like, if you're not used to being able to play and look at that small ass UI with a bunch of numbers and shit, that gets a little difficult to do. Like, even for me, as soon as I got hit, like as soon as I got hit with a big attack, I had to look at my health, or I just pressed X and looked at it. But I was like, yo, I can't blame him for that. But it was just funny when he said like, when you play, like if you get hit, you should like you should attack and then look at your health. And then you should like attack and use magic. Attack and use magic. If you get hit, look at your health. Use a potion. Like he tried to give like a mini strategy guide to it, and I was like, "Fam, come on now. Is this not common sense when you play? If you get hit, you should look at your health." The only thing I agree with you on the UI being ass and numbers. While everything else is like a fucking bar, a green bar and shit. But I'm like, yo, I agree with you on that. Like, yo, they're really trying to keep the RPG elements, and this is not an RPG. Like, it's not even a turn-based RPG. This is like an action RPG. Nothing wrong with an action RPG, but you got to change the action RPG rules. Or at least you can make it like Final Fantasy 12, and it's just like, let the characters move themselves. Like, you move the characters, but once you get into combat, the combat just like takes over and you just direct. You'd be like, here, there, the end. And then you take control again. Like 12 did a great job at that. But 7 Remake, that doesn't have that. So I don't know. Maybe you could do that. I haven't really tinkered with the controls. I'm gonna see if you can the next time I play it. But it's not too bad. But I will say for the motherfuckers that are talking about like, yo, you gotta adapt and react and you gotta adjust. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking action RPG. Let motherfuckers play the way they want to play. Yes, I understand. I get it. People need to chill and like get adjusted to the, like, first of all, you need to chill. Tell another motherfuckers to chill. Like, yo, man, you guys are just complaining because you guys can't adapt and challenge on the fly. Bitch, let the motherfuckers play first. Okay? Let them play the demo and get used to the shit. They go on they go on adapt, but at the same time, it's a demo. It's a demo. Let them get their shit off, alright? Even I'm pissed off about certain aspects of that demo. But I'm like, I'm here talking my shit. I'm just not online talking about it. Cause I'm like, yo, this is dumb as fuck. But for people that go on to like other people's pages and be like, no, I disagree. This game was ass and this, I'm like, well, now you kind of set yourself up for that. If you're going to go on someone else's Twitter page or Facebook page and they said they had a fun experience and then you want to tell them it's not fun because you had a horrible experience, then yeah, they got the right to say, you dumb bitch. This game was fine. I did this. You should just, adapt and survive and all that shit. Like, yo, man, don't be coming over here and talking all that shit. Like, if I'm over here saying I like the game and you gonna give me shit for liking the game, fuck you. All right?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Great. Thank you. That should be easy for you. Now, I will talk about this real fast. And this is going to be really interesting for me. So once again, this is another thing that's popped up on Twitter. People have been talking about in articles. Yes, I do agree. I 100% agree that when something's a remake, you are supposed to compare it to the original. That's happened in music. That happens in movies all the time. I think the best for me is the Total Recall remake because people were expecting this huge motherfucking thing to a cult classic, and it was just like, yo, it's Hollywood. They just took they don't know, like, they know we like it, but they don't know why we like it. So they just remaked and be like, yo, 3-titty girl, this, that. Let's just put like 2 really hot women in the movie. It should sell, right? Almost did though. But yeah, so it's just like for video games, of course it's going to be the same thing. If you got a remake to a game, you're going to compare it. So for 7 remake, I would like to say this. Yes, I 100% agree with the fact that the game stops at Midgard. While in Final Fantasy VII in the original, you got to explore more of Midgard. I agree. That shit sucks. And I'm going to add a big ass but. Because I still agree. But I'm going to add a huge but right here. But, hold on. Even better.
Breaking news!
But, they are adding more into the lore of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, for those that have, like, there's Crisis Core, there's fucking Dirge of Cerberus, there's Avid Children, there's this huge emphasis on Genova. There's this huge emphasis on Professor Hojo. There is the soldier program in Crisis Core. We know that quite a bit of soldiers got infused with Genova cells. Some adapted to them. Some turned into a horrible mutation, which we actually got to see a little bit into demo. Towards, like, once you destroy the robot. We actually face some, like, soldier, clones and everything. But, well, not soldier clones, but failed Genova recipients. But the whole point is this game is going to emphasize on that. What I would like to see is if they are going to, like, at least acknowledge, Genesis. Are we going to see more of Angeal? Are we going to hear the loveless quotes and poems that, Genesis used to give off? Are we going to learn a little bit more about Zack and the soldier program? Are we going to get to learn a little bit more about Hojo? Are we going to learn about how Hojo either impregnated a woman to create a Sephiroth, or did he just, like, Dr. Gero that shit, took his seed, combined Genova's seed, and then just incubated Sephiroth in a machine saying, like, you are my perfect soldier for the next few years, and then Sephiroth just emerged from his chamber, and he's like, I am the ultimate Andra, like, I am the ultimate Genova cell. I was created by my master, Professor Hojo. But yeah, like I said, it's just going to emphasize more on that lore, and I think that's great. So that's why I'm giving them a break on the simple fact of, like, yeah, I do not like the fact we're still in Midgard, but we're going to get more to the story. And Red 13, I hate the fact we're not going to really be playing Red 13, but it's okay. Like I said, We're going more into the story. I hope we get to at least go to level 49 and check out the training lab for that big cutscene. And yeah, so like I said, I'm just really looking forward to that aspect. But I do agree that while one is complete, the other one isn't. The other one's it's like getting the bells and whistles, while the other game, it was just, there was a lot of things that didn't really get emphasized. Certain characters didn't get a chance to shine. So, like I said, let's wait until the game is out before we start talking that shit. That's all I'm saying. Wait. If you're one of those people that are just like, you know what? I can't support this game. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this game. All I'm going to say is,
why not?
Just wait until the fucking game comes out and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. Bobby Valentino that shit. Let it come out. Watch it on Twitch. That's the beauty of Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Watch that shit on Twitch. Check out a few Twitch streamers. I don't care which Twitch streamer. Just watch a few hours of it. If you see that, if you see something that you like, then you can be like, you know what? I think I'll buy it now. If you're a little bit iffy on it, just Bobby Valentino until a couple of months. Wait till the game was like maybe $40, $30. Cop that shit. Or you can be like me. I might wait till Black Friday and cop Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then once I cop it, I can play it. And then at least I can say, you know what? If it's ass, I'll sell it. I barely bought it for anything. Like $20, $30. It's not too bad. But if I like it, then I'll be like, damn. At least I'm more invested to buy this too. That's how I feel. Like that now I don't have to be like, I'm a little bit worried. No, I can be more invested into this too. And then poof, I get motherfucking this too. And if this too sucks, then that's when I, go ahead and where's my button? That's when I hit him with
what the hell?
Yeah, that's when I hit him with that. But in the meantime, let's all chill about that shit, man. Everybody's talking shit. Yo, let's chill till the game comes out. Chill. Bobby Valentino, that shit. Bobby Valentino. Alright? Whew. I had to get that off my chest. Because, granted, it's not a real big deal for me, but it's just like, because there's certain people I follow on Twitter, and I'm just like, I kind of just go to Twitter to just check, like, a little bit of my stuff and certain posts to get made, or like a little bit of gaming news because, they're a little bit more active than me going through. I don't go on Twitter that much, but certain people I follow, that's the constant. And I'm like, bruh, I want to go on there and just be like that, but I'm like, yelling at fucking Twitter don't do shit when I got a wonderful platform with you guys. How you doing? And, of course, you can message me at the Chronicles of Gamers podcast at gmail.com. And let me know what you think. But last but not least, before we wrap this up, though, I want to talk about this. And I'm hold on, let me press the button. So.
Breaking news!
Man, with this Final Fantasy VII Remake, I thought to myself, what other games could Square Enix remake? And I think they would be a banger. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, there's quite a few games. I was a little bit interested in it. And I thought to myself, Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is a game I definitely want remade. That was actually really fun. That was great. Another game, Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. Man. Yes. Remake. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's spooky.
That this game has not been remade. It's Kira Tomiyama fucking making Dragon Ball Super over here. Tell his ass to come over and make some fucking Chrono Cross. Fucking Chrono Trigger. Get on it, doggone it. I did a Camelot 331. His Gamer Composer does that a bit. But man, come on. Come on. You can get Akira to be like, hey man, let's cross it up. Let's do this Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger. Let's get this shit made, bruh. Jeez. Then what else? The World Ends With You. Oh my gosh. How would that not be a thing? The World Ends With You? That's a fucking dream drop distance. Nomura's just doing whatever the fuck he wants anyways. Let him just make that and just fucking include your Zoro. Yo, fucking include some Kingdom Hearts characters in that bitch. Let him remake The World Ends With You and tie that shit into the Kingdom Hearts series. Let him just do it, Square Enix. Why is this not a remake? This would sell. This would be a banger. Do that shit, Square. Alright? Dragon Quest VIII is another game I would love remade as well. In fact, you know what you should do, Square? Because you've already got wonderful Dragon Quest games. You should take the knowledge and experience that you've made throughout the other Dragon Quest games. Combine it with the power of, like, you know, Dragon Quest VIII. Combine that motherfucker straight together, and guess what you would make? You would make an amazing fucking remake that would make people be like, oh shit, this is fucking incredible. Parasite Eve. Although I've heard rumors that apparently Square is looking at Parasite Eve. Bitch, I don't know why you haven't been looking at Parasite Eve to begin with. That should have been a remake. That should have been a fucking remaster since the PS3. People have been clamoring for Parasite. That game is still expensive online. How was this not the first thing? Square Enix, what do you do? Parasite Eve will be a great remake. That's like, yo, it'd be a fantastic remake. Get on it. Do it. Come on. Ooh. Speaking of Nomura and a Dragon Quest series, Drakengard would be fucking incredible. Drakengard would be insane in the membrane. Holy crap. Let Yoko Taro off his leash. Let him remake this game in the image that he sees fit. Give him the same respect as Nomura. Let him go ham with the Drakengard series. That shit would be incredible if that got a remake. Drakengard 1 and 3, especially 3. Oh my god! I got all these buttons, but it just does not really, like, man, this would be remake Drakengard 3. Yes! Yes! Do you know there's some good DLC for Drakengard 3? You know what? I'm kind of upset that I didn't see that there was a pack, but I bought the first 2 DLCs to that game. Plan on buying the others, but so far, yes! Remake Drakengard 3. Incredible! Yes! Remake that game. Oh man, let Yoko Taro just off the leash and just go ham with that shit. Let him do the same thing that Nomura's doing with Kingdom Hearts. And it would just be beautiful. Like, look, Nier Automata, especially Nier Automata, that did fucking well. Let that man off the leash. Let him do the remake. And then, I got two last remakes that I kind of want to mention. I have to put this out there before I wrap this up. I got to get the real music together. Let me get the music. Final Fantasy VI. It's actually a really fucking fun game. And due to the hype of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the fact that people are just believing that Sephiroth is the end-all be-all of villains, I think Final Fantasy VI would not only do it justice, not because of the characters, not because of the protagonists, but because the main villain, Kefla. He is so badass. If you think Sephiroth is that, like, you know, if you think Sephiroth is cool, wait till you see Kefla. My gosh, you have not seen insanity until you've seen Kefla. But I'm saying, Final Fantasy VI, story-wise, gameplay-wise, yo, the characters, the world itself. Yo, what villain has destroyed the world besides Kefla? And another. Put that man in the game. Make that a remake. And then last but not least, motherfucking Final Fantasy 13. Now, some people are asking, why Final Fantasy 13? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That game is booty butt cheeks. I'll say, first of all, hold up. It ain't booty butt cheeks. Have you played 9? That game. But anyways, though, 13, you're right. That game was rushed as a motherfucker. But there is story there. Most of it you have to read. It sucked ass that you have to read it, but it was actually a good read. You should probably read it. But that game had the potential of being as great as 10, and you know how good 10 is. But man, Final Fantasy 13, if they remade that game, if they gave Lightning a chance, yes, I know Lightning looks like Cloud, calm the fuck down. Most of the characters from Final Fantasy games look like another fucking character, so calm that shit down. But Final Fantasy 13, oh my gosh, that would have been so beautiful. You got yo, and then even 13 too. You got fucking Caius. Caius is like on a league of his own, almost on Kefla's level, but I guarantee he's stronger than Sephiroth. He's better than Sephiroth. And most people are birthed by sleeping on Final Fantasy 13 series because of the bad experience of 13. But if that game got remade, if that game got a second chance, if, you know, say Square Enix really got into their bag and remade that game, put all the things that they could into 13 that they should have been in there, it would be a banger. And they would make money. Put Final Fantasy 13 on the remake list. Because it's a game that deserves to be remade. Like, no, seriously though, like most of the level was kind of empty. Clearly they wanted to put extra stuff in there. There was more to the missions that they wanted to do. I feel like there was more to the game we could have explored. And there is really great story in 13. There really is. It sucks that most of it was put in text form. But it could have been, like, I feel like 13 would have been exactly what, like, 10 was. And everything would have been presented to us. And we would have had a better understanding and a better enjoyment of the game. So the fact that we would have bought 13 too. And we would have been more interested with it. And 13 too has some interesting aspects to it. But most people just kind of stopped because of the bad experience of 13. And I do believe it deserves to be up there. Oh, also, shit, hold on. Let me play the music. I know this isn't a remake, but going into my 13 bag, and by the way, if 13 was made, you could definitely put Lightning back in that Louis Vuitton. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, Lightning was a seller for Louis Vuitton. And I believe that Lightning and Snow actually had a fucking car commercial. So, not only would that be great for Square Enix, you can actually sell off fucking Lightning to the Louis Vuitton store. Or she might be a Coach girl, I don't know. But Lightning is a woman that loves the expensive shit. And she's tough as fuck. Hell, she can probably sell some Timberlands. But there's one game that I think deserves to be made, and it's not a remake, it's a continuation, and that's fucking 13.3. The world wants 13.3. We are all looking forward to seeing what the hell happened between Titus, I'm gonna call him Titus, because it's actually Titus. I know it's Titus, but it's Titus in my version. Titus and Yuna. My gosh. You can't tell me that you aren't curious between those two. I remember playing Final Fantasy X now, and that game was incredible. The story, the action, the gameplay, the side missions, the quest in that damn game was incredible. But man, that ending was a heartbreaker. I cried when I got to the ending of Final Fantasy X. I cried so much, I was like, damn, I have to buy 10 too. I have to help Yuna. I have to see if Yuna and Titus, I meant to say Titus, oops. Yuna and Titus make it together again. I know I'm pissing some people off saying Titus, but I had to see if they was together again. In fact, I was so hyped for that game that I pre-ordered it day one, second one, hour later one, and then when I went to purchase that game, I kicked down the EB game store that I went to and said, bitch, where is my copy of Final Fantasy X-2? I want it! So a 10.3 is the way to be. I'm curious to see. I'm rapping right now. Bars! I want to see it. I want to see Titus and Yuna's kid. Titus and Yuna's kid. I want to see if Waka really got in that Waka Waka bag with Lulu. I want to see if Riku got into her groove too. I want to see if Pain dropped the pain and then deliver some House of Pain on a few men. Although I ain't gonna get into the story of like Pain, but I know she got a crush on a certain somebody. But I ain't saying because you need to play the game. But yo, man, we need a 10.3. 10.3 is the way to be. Remember, 10.3 is the way to be. Square Enix, that's what I want. Give me a fucking 13 remake. Give me a Drakengard remake. Those are the remakes. I want remakes on that shit. Look at Capcom. Capcom is getting away with all that shit. And I know 13 needs it. Especially now, because now it's always easy for you to get a second first impression, and I think 13 deserves it. And 6. Then we need a 13-3. Alright, man, that's pretty much it for me, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Anyways, it's about that time of the show where I got to say goodbye. But before I do, you already know what time it is. It's time for shameless plugins. Chronicles of Gamers on YouTube, not Acast anymore. YouTube, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter. I'm gonna start. I'm taking over the Twitter now, so the Twitter's gonna be a little bit more active. I don't know. I think that's about it. Like, when we're just there, check us out. I'm really gonna get these motherfuckers. Yo, when Streets of Rage comes out, we gonna be talking about some Streets of Rage, boy. I might just replay Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, but we gonna talk about some Streets of Rage 4. Oh, I can't wait to play some Streets of Rage. It's the Streets of Rage. Sheesh. I can't wait to play that. But yeah, and then of course you can message us at the Chronicles of Gamers podcast at gmail.com. If you want to talk about the remake, if you want to talk about your experience with Final Fantasy VII, if you feel like, I kind of want to buy it, but I'm a little intimidated and scared, just do research. I'm going to stop you right there. Don't message me with that shit. Just do research and decide if you feel like you want to buy it or not. It's very simple. You don't even have to buy it right now. Just chill. Or if you just want to say what's up. Man, that's pretty much it. I just want a Final Fantasy 13 remake. That's it. Just remake the series. It'd be nice. Even Lightning Returns wasn't that bad. I say remake the series. Remake 6. Remake 3. Wait, 6 is 3. Remake 1. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out of here. I'm done. You stop being goofy. Go enjoy yourselves. Go play the demo again. And let me know what you think. Besides that, stay lit.